Welcome to Prime Sports with me, Razak Musbao. Now, flag bearer hopeful of the new patriotic party, Kwabena Japan, has called for improved government participation in the administration of football in the country to save the declining state of the industry. According to him, the lack of effective collaboration between government and football stakeholders has left the sport in a dire state. He also called for better use of resources and the creation of a deliberate policy to revive the passion for the game in the country. He has been speaking at his campaign launch in Accra.
Well, I think we should have a deliberate policy of creating or recreating the passion that we have for sports. I mean, football is a spectator sport. You can't have the sport successfully when there's nobody in the stadium. Of course, there's competition now because of satellite television and everybody has access to the Premier League outside and all that. But it doesn't stop governments from being very deliberate about it, to support our team. Now, I'll give you one example. Ghana has been to previous World Cups, I think 4 or so over the last 5 times. The money that we made, it never filtered down to where it matters most, Cole's football, which should be a production line of talent, and that is what we have been used to. I cannot for the life of me understand why members of executive committees or members of Black Stars management committees can apportion to themselves $100,000 each just for being members of that committee. And when clubs don't have money to pay their players, Premier Division clubs. So we need to have a sit down with the stakeholders. It's very important. And in times past, we had a system that used to work. Strong collaboration between the football teams and their local communities and also the government. The government represents the community. You cannot take government away from football administration. I was totally against that attempt. And I forewarned them in 2006 when it was being done. But they didn't listen. And now look at where we have landed. I think we should have a stakeholder discussion. Go back to the basics, the things that used to work for us, the collaboration between GALCA, which is the clubs, associations, and the government who provide the resources that we need to build the facilities and support our footballers. It is not right that your taxpayers' money will be used to support the Black Stars to go to the World Cup, but then when they make money out of the World Cup, it is not accounted to us, the Ghanaians. And then the whole ladder, the hierarchy of football never gets to a share in what we get out of these World Cups.
Now, the world governing football body, FIFA, has acknowledged receipt of the petition filed against GFA boss Kurt Kreku. It will be recalled that Kurt was reported to the World Football Body for alleged violations of their code of ethics. The petition filed by a whistleblower, Akwesi Osei Nkrumah, accused the FA boss of forgery and falsification, conflict of interest, abuse of position and manipulation of football matches. FIFA say they may launch an investigation into the matter, and once they do, they will be here to tell you all about it. Now, former Vice President of the Ghana Football Association, George Afriyie, has accused current boss Kurt Kreku of being political with his address. According to him, the FA president has not delivered the promises, but used the platform to magnify those he has done. He spoke after the Congress earlier yesterday in Kumasi.
Said you hear mo kese the promises na promises no matwuma dwen agina nyama ba ko na mienu so 4 years ago this administration was ushered into office. Na administration we ushered into office no ye manifestos obia kan de obetimi aye na enima obetimi aye no odi tuudwa Min kobe so. I'll give you key points. Some of the things that were captured in Ora Ketie's Okreku's manifesto was to provide football boots to all Division 1, Premier and Women football. If you look at the manifesto, it's captured. In his last year as the FA president, NHL football boots. And let me make it clear. So the football boots are not a gift from Mr. Ketio years of Kreku's bottom. A Puma who is a major sponsor of the Ghana Football Association. Ono ena di boot na base yanchema class. Inti enye sebi ono ni bottom sika no dia koto. Inti di edikan that promise of providing boots for that 4-year period, it has only happened once. The it was a campaign promise. So in 4 years, Owinia Yabebo Autonomous Premier League. But the Autonomous Premier League or the Autonomous League does not exist anywhere in the world. In the 4 years Autonomous Premier League.
The Black Queens are preparing to take on Guinea in a two-legged tie in their bid to qualify for the next round of the 2024 Paris Olympics. Now, head coach Nora Haftel says the pressure to qualify is good for the team and assures they are committed to securing a spot at the global tournament.
Pressure is a privilege because, first of all, we put a lot of pressure on ourselves. We want to go and qualify for the Olympics. Of course, we recognize that our under-23 men, they cannot anymore qualify, which I feel sorry for them. And we take this challenge and face it. Yeah.
Do you think you have the materials to qualify?
Yes, when you look the draw, I mean, of course, you also saw a bit the draw. I think the first steps are very makeable. Somehow we're going to face Zambia, somewhere we're going to face Morocco. They are part of the World Cup, who is beginning in 2 weeks. So it will be not an easy route, but I'm pretty convinced with the quality of players we have and a lot of amount of matches until then that we have the chance to qualify us, yes.
Now, the 7th edition of the Bhobu Games took place at the Madina Sports Complex. The event, which started in 2015, brought old boys and their associates together for fun and to ultimately support their alma mater. Kwame Benai was there and came to this report.
Thousands of old students of Bishop Herman and Ola girls gathered at the Madina Sports Complex to compete among themselves for the trophy. In the end, the young group trophy was won by the 2013 badge after they beat the 2008 badge, while the old group category was also won by the 1999 year group, who defeated the 2005 old students on penalties. In the indoor games and other events, the 2005 year group carried the day as they came first, with the 2007 year group finishing second. Kennedy Domeko, a member of the young group winning team, is already looking forward to defend the title next year.
We have the hope of defending the title next year, but it depends on us. I think we have to do a lot of hard work and determination too will be needed to defend the title next year. We won.
Okpekpewupe Togbi Dagadu, the 9th, who is also an old student and paramount chief of Akpini traditional area in Pando, says events like the Bhobu Games will help create strong bonds among themselves.
This event is very important. It's important because it serves as a rallying ground for both old boys of Bishop Herman College and then past girls of Ola girls who it keeps us bonded as brothers way after we've left school. And also there are a lot of things that we need to do for the school, to give back to our alma mater. This is one of the biggest rallying grounds that we get to discuss that, to plan.
Outgoing president of the Bhobu National, Dr. Michael Seti-Osai, and chairman of the Bhobu National, JP Ajede, both were excited about the event and progress they've made so far.
The Bhobu Games have proved itself as one of the major programs that rally all Bhobu around, and today we have demonstrated it again. All Bhobus from all walks of life came around, and we have had a very successful games. It's been a very good one. All the year groups that represented have been very phenomenal. They played very well. Everybody played their part, and those who came to observe, they all comported themselves very well. It's been a very successful game, and we are happy that it's happened this way.
We've made great improvement. In times past, we were doing it at a park that maybe when it's night we are not able to continue because of lighting system, but here we are at a stadium facility with floodlights going on. As you can see, a match is still going on behind me because of the floodlight, and it's very impressive. I would say kudos to all my committee members and the team that has pulled this through.